Morning, happy Monday. It is June 5th at 6:30. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Caitlin Heck with Wanya Reese and meteorologist Alex Forbes.
Starting off this Monday nice and strong. We have a nice sunrise that's coming up and the temperatures are warming up as well.
That's right. We were really in for a treat the past few weeks with temperatures not as warm as they could have been for the time of year, but now we are getting back closer to average, and it doesn't start this morning. It starts this afternoon. This morning we are still a little cooler than we should be for this time of year. 61 the current number there, and making winds out of the northeast at about 6 miles an hour. So the radar is quiet across central Georgia this morning. A change from yesterday, right? Saw those showers and storms. 62 in Warner Robins and in Cochran this morning. 61 in Eastman, 60 in McRae, 61 in Vidalia, closer to 70 down along the coast this morning, and 50s up in the North Georgia mountains. 57 Blue Ridge checking in there. And then across the country, how about 54 over in Denver, 59 in Washington, and 50 in Virginia Beach. It's the beginning of June and they're still dealing with 50s. So here we go today into the 70s, eventually 80 or so by the 1 p.m. hour. High temperature right around 89. Some storms will be possible. It's going to be another warm afternoon here in central Georgia, but highs scraping the 90s are on the 7-day forecast. And to be quite honest with you, that's right where we should be for this time of year. But I've also got drier days ahead. I'll show you when that happens and if it's a time for the weekend coming up here in just a moment.
Thank you, Alex. This morning, the GBI is looking into the shooting death of a Cordele man over the weekend.
Cordele police say the shooting happened around 4 p.m. yesterday at Drayton Apartments on the 1000 block of 7 Springs Drive. Witnesses on scene identified the shooter as 20-year-old Patrick Azell Ellis Jr. Ellis was later arrested at Sunset Homes by Chris County deputies around 5:30 yesterday evening. Police are asking anyone with information to reach out to the GBI Region 3 office at 229-931-2439. Again, that number 229-931-2439. So far, the coroner's office has not released the name of the man killed.
Forsyth police are investigating who shot a Mary Persons football player along with 2 other men at a block party. Officers say they responded to shots fired on Village Circle early Sunday morning. They found 3 people shot, including football player DJ Walton. Police say the victims range in age from 16 to 20 years old. Sergeant Terrence Thomas with the police department says 2 people went to Atrium Health Navison in Macon. Another went by a private car to a hospital in Jackson. Thomas says all 3 are in stable condition. As of now, Forsyth police say they do not have a suspect, but if you have any information on the shooting, Forsyth police ask that you call them at 478-993-1005. Again, that phone number is 478-993-1005.
The Bibb County Sheriff's Office is looking for a man they say is armed and dangerous. I want you to go ahead and stop what you're doing. Take a look at your screen. This is the man that they're looking for. Deputies say his name is Quintez Brantley. He's a person of interest in an aggravated assault that happened last week. If you see him, you should not approach him. Instead, deputies are asking you to call the Macon Regional Crime Stoppers at 1-877-68-CRIME. That number again, it's 1-877-68-CRIME. 6:33. Today's speed cameras in Warner Robins are going to be up and running. The Warner Robins Police Department says the 45-day warning period for traffic cameras near some schools is over. Cameras are near Warner Robins High School, Lake Joy Elementary and Primary School, Northside High School, and Huntington Middle School. The red speed cameras will enforce the speed limit by capturing vehicles going 11 miles per hour or more over the posted limit from 7 a.m. to noon Monday through Friday. Those enforcement hours will last through June the 30th. Signs are posted near each camera's location, letting drivers know about the enforced speed zones.
Warner Robins leaders are working on their 2024 budget, and today they'll do their first reading. The budget is $165 million, $22 million more than last year's. $60 million of that would go toward their general fund, which helps public safety and public works. Mayor LaRonda Patrick says this year's focus is city employees and hopes to give employees raises that make city jobs more competitive. You can share your opinion on the budget. The meeting happens at council chambers and city hall after the pre-council meeting at 4:30. The next public hearing is next Wednesday, June 14th at 11:30.
Macon Bibb commissioners are set to discuss approving a new election supervisor. This comes 2 weeks after a lawsuit filed by the Board of Elections was dismissed. The Board of Elections filed a suit against Mayor Lester Miller and county commissioners, claiming the mayor and commission did not have the power to select an election supervisor. Macon Superior Court Judge Connie Williford ruled that the lawsuit had to be dismissed because it violated the Georgia Constitution. The judge said the Elections Board also lacks the power to sue. According to the agenda, commissioners are also set to approve 4 election board members. The Republican committee selected Joel Hazard and Robert Abbott. The resolution shows the Democratic committee chose Karen Evans Daniel and Thomas Ellington. Mayor Lester Miller tells 13 WMAZ commissioners will select a 5th member, a person for the nonpartisan seat, at a later time.
Looking ahead through the week, starting tomorrow, people will have to find a detour around a Fort Valley Railroad crossing. The crossing at Church Street and Oakland Heights Parkway will be closed tomorrow and Wednesday for maintenance. The Georgia Department of Transportation says signs will direct you around the crossing. You are encouraged to try to slow down in that area and be careful.
If you're enjoying a night in downtown Macon, you can also enjoy some extra seating on the corner of 2nd Street and Cotton Avenue. It's a project we've been following for about a year now.
I was just driving around the downtown. I just had lunch, and so I figured I want to find a place to read. And I was like, wow, like look at this place. It's so colorful and nice and shady.
In a year, the corner of 2nd Street and Cotton Avenue saw the removal of a historic Confederate statue, lots of construction, and now it's full of green space and seating. Plenty of Maconites spent time in the plaza reading and drinking some coffee. On top of the new plaza, adding shade and green space, it improves walkability. The city constructed the area to make downtown more pedestrian friendly.
People can flow around and move and not be too cluttered, especially during the heat in the summer.
Yeah, it's definitely really nice out there. Businesses along Cotton Avenue say they plan to organize events in the plaza for the community to enjoy.
Well, with the summer weather we've been seeing, people are heading off to the water to cool off. Emerson River Park is a popular place to do that, but Macon Bibb commissioners want you to have fun while also staying safe.
I'll be glad to help you in any way by talking to other people around the country and avoid any more drownings, because it's so sad.
Any person under the age of 16 must wear a life jacket when entering the Ocmulgee River at Emerson River Park and are banned from entering the water at all if there's no adult supervision. In a statement, County spokesperson Chris Flores says they want people to have fun, but that requires safety precautions. Right now, there is one full-time park ranger enforcing the rule and warning people about the water's dangers.
It's going to be super busy, and for one person to be enforcing that, I feel like people are going to slip under the radar and it's not going to happen.
Flores says the ranger can only cover so much ground, so they encourage you to read the safety signs and use the free life jackets they provide at posts before you get into the water. And we're taking a closer look at water safety and when you're required by law to wear a life jacket. So state law requires anyone under the age of 13 to have a life jacket on at all times while a boat is in motion. That's unless they're in an enclosed cabin. A life jacket or some kind of personal flotation device is required for everyone who's water skiing, jet skiing, or tubing. According to Georgia DNR, personal flotation devices are also required by each person on board a vessel in areas that are marked hazardous.
So we devoted a whole 30-minute special to help keep you safe this summer, whether you're behind the grill, at the beach, or on the water. Watch our summer safety special right now on 13 WMAZ+. You can download the app on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV and start streaming whenever you like.
Well, time is 6:38. Father's Day is going to be here before we know it, so we want to go ahead and start celebrating all of Central Georgia's great dads.
Aww.
Joseph Travis is in the U.S. Army National Guard, and his mother-in-law says he is a great father for Chloe, his daughter. Sweet message there. Debbie Hart wants to give her dad, Willie Hart, a shout out. She says he is a great guy and she loves him very much.
All right, two fathers, Travis and Travis Jr., are both getting some attention. Their families say that they're both wonderful fathers. And Armand Wayne Burnett is getting a shout out from his wife, Tamika. She says he's an amazing father to their children. I love that photo, and they got the blue on with the coordination.
That was great.
I love it. That's how I'd be with my family. Here's a reminder for you. Father's Day, next weekend. We know dads play a special role in your life, so we want to show them some love. Text some photos of your pops or the father figure in your life to 478-752-1309. Make sure to tell us his name and why he's so awesome.